Hi Leo, and welcome to your Spirit Guide messages for January 2019. I'm going to start your reading off by pulling a card that is to be your primary focus for January. The message from your Spirit Guides. What do they want you to focus on the most? So let's see what comes out, Leo. Okay, so we have resolution. This is good. With this card, it is saying the challenges you've been facing or the challenges that are unfolding in January, do not resist them. Don't try to stop anything that's happening. Just go with the flow, roll with it, because you are coming to the end. And I think I've seen this like Dark Night of the Soul in past readings, and you see the dragons here. You guys are coming to the end of this energy. Like he's severing the head of one of the dragons there. And this right here is saying, you know, the challenges that you've been going through and anything that's unfolding, don't lose heart, don't lose momentum. Just push through it, push forward. You have the power to overcome, and you're almost to the end of whatever this circumstance, situation, lesson, whatever it is for you personally. Sorry if you keep hearing me open and close the door. The darn cat cannot make up its mind. Okay, so let's pull another card here, Leo, and see what else is coming out. What is this all about? Alright, so you guys got gate 15. Alright, modesty. The quality of behavior which expresses the proper balance between extremes. The possible extremes are lived out in life's rhythms. This is the gate of the aura, extremes, the love of humanity. So, Leo, this, pairing with this card here, is pretty much telling you that embrace all that is in your life, what's led you up to this point, what's going to unfold right now, because where it's leading you is good. It's a part of your life journey. It's a part of your plan. And sometimes part of that is a very, very bumpy road. But when you're on a bumpy road, you're being reshaped. I say when it's burning, it's because you're being purified by the spiritual fires. You know, we tend to attach ourselves to people and situations and circumstances, and because it's familiar to us, regardless of whether it makes us happy or sad, leaves us depleted, it doesn't matter. If it's familiar, we have a tendency to hold on to it and attach sentiment and think, oh, well, this history, it has to mean that, you know, I need to hold on to this and keep going. Just like he's severing the head of the dragon here, sometimes you have to just make a quick, clean, swift cut with a person, a situation, repetitive behavior that you have that you know needs to change, any sort of addictive behaviors, repetitive negative or pessimistic thinking, because all of that type of energy keeps your vibration pretty low. And when you're vibrating at a lower frequency, it doesn't mean you're a bad person or you're less than or anything. Those are just the energies you're working with. It's all energy. Not good, not bad. We, the experiencer, the perceiver, define good, bad, right, wrong, you know, all of those things. So when you're down here, you can only operate with these energies because that's all your vibration can align to. But as you make the choices in your own mind to no longer worry, no longer entertain superficial relationships, no longer hold on to things just because you have sentiment or attachment to them, and be willing to just cut it off because it's black, you know it doesn't serve you, you know it's holding you down here, and it's time for you to start vibing up here and have new experiences come in. And when I say you create your own reality, it's what I mean by that is it's through your vibration, because when you're down here, only certain experiences can align with you. As you elevate, new, better experiences align, etc., etc., etc. So it's worth your time to do a little house cleaning with your energy and with the relationships, behaviors, patterns of thinking, you know, just any sort of cycle that you find yourself stuck in. Now in January is the time to really break yourself of that. It will require discipline, as this card projects. However, it will be so worth it, Leo. It will. You are going to just feel so free. And this is just already naturally occurring for you. This is where you're at in your cycle. And this is what your guides want you to focus on the most, is what needs to be cut off, cut out. And if you can't see that very well, do you see what he's doing there? What needs to be cut off and cut out so that you can rise, Leo, and align to different experiences than what you've been going through for quite some time. Okay, let's pull another card and get more information. All right, so look at this. We have the health card, and frankly, this could not be a better card with these when we're talking about toxic relationships, addictions, unhealthy thinking, unhealthy feeling, unhealthy patterns of behavior. This, boom, right there. What a synchronicity, Leo. Yes, there are different elements here. This is a general reading, but the health of you, that's what's being affected. That's why we need to finally cut something off, cut something out, make a change, go about it differently, is because of your health, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. You know, just whatever it is for you. This is general, but here it is, and it's totally time. Only you know. This is general. If it was personal, I would be like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is what you need to cut off and cut out, but this is general. So I'm going to pull some dice, some tarot dice, and more information will definitely come through, but it's just for you to rise, for you to feel better. It's time for whatever needs to go. Bye-bye. See you later. End of story. All right. So, yep, that's 5. All right. Yeah, look at that. Leo, first one out is the Page of Swords. What needs to be cut off, cut out of your life? The sword is in your hand. Let's see, how many is that? That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we got the 9 of Pentacles, almost to the end of a cycle, of a circumstance, a situation, a lesson. And next out we have the King of Pentacles. So this could involve an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this could indicate the energy that you kind of need to embody, which is being very practical, very stable, solid, and grounded, asserting yourself and feeling empowered in what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're trying to achieve for yourself. Because next is the Hanged Man. Leo, this is where you need to come into a different perception about whatever this is for you, okay? Because something is keeping you holding on. It could be fear, it could be money, because we got the 4 of Pentacles. It could have to do with money. It could have to do with your stability, something to do with material or business. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say 5 of Pentacles? I said 4. No, this is 5. So yeah, definitely about a fear of lack or loss, rejection. I'm not good enough for anything else, or nothing will ever be better than where I'm at. I might as well, stick it out. All of those types of thinking. Leo, your guides are saying, no, you don't need to be stuck wherever it is you're stuck with this energy, where you can't cut it off. You can't get out. You can't stop it. You can't let go. There's just something that keeps you hanging on. And whatever it is not a healthy energy, because it's coming through as the 5 of Pentacles. Here's the Hanged Man, 5 of Pentacles. This is where we're hung up, is this right here. And if you're worried about your finances, you have to trust spirit, okay? Because we have 9 of Pentacles right here. It's like you're really afraid to downgrade somehow, whether it's like your lifestyle, your job. Like if you left this particular job, you would lose like a lot of different perks. Certain friends, maybe they're your go-to friend for if you want to go to a game or you want to go out, just whatever these toxicities are, even if it's like a addiction, smoking, drinking, I feel like anything in moderation is fine, but you have to be real with yourself. If some substance that you enjoy is being used far beyond like a moderation. If somebody wants to come home and have a glass of wine after a hard day, I don't see anything wrong with that. Some people would disagree, but for me personally, I'm like, yeah, have a glass of wine. It's going to relax your muscles and you're going to calm and your mind's going to come down from up here and be here. So you're just going to be in a much more relaxed state of being, which allows you to balance. Now, I don't feel you should use a substance to get yourself there, but I recognize why people do. And so, in moderation, everything is fine and acceptable, but it's when it's really out of balance that it affects you in a negative way. So some of you, this is some sort of like substance addiction, and I see the 2 bodies here, like it's affecting your body. Some of you, this could be like the choice of food. You don't nourish yourself. You don't eat enough. When you get upset and emotional, you stop eating. Or if you are eating, it's like a bunch of junk that you don't need just to like curb the hunger, but you want it to taste really good in your mouth. So some of you, you need to nourish your body. Give it the proper nutrition, water, everything it needs. I have a hard time. I've had a lot of stomach issues, so I have a hard time eating. So I buy myself shakes because those are so easy for me to drink, and that way I make sure I'm getting enough nutrition, because if you don't, your immune system isn't as strong, your mind isn't as clear, you tend to be in more of a grumpy mood, more of a pessimistic mood. So if you know that you do not eat properly, I'm not saying, go on some health kick, but at least start incorporating healthier choices into your diet. Like start doing some shakes and look up healthy ones. A lot of the ones you can get in the store are just full of sugar and it's not even worth your time. Buy yourself some shake, buy yourself some vitamins, just some sort of supplement so that you're nourishing your physical body enough. If this is about your spirit, you really need to tap into your intuition and ask yourself, what is it that I need? What are my blocks? What am I doing wrong? Why is this hangman here for me? What's this perception I need to shift into, spirit? Help me understand. Because Leo, I know something needs to be cut out of your life, because it's very detrimental to you, and it's kind of keeping you suspended in the same place of energy, and it's really time to move on and move forward. And because we've been suspended here so long, it's starting to really affect our health on some level: mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, or maybe a combination of all, just depending on how oppressive any particular situation is that you are involved with, or just the different struggles each and every one of you face. But Leo, this is a month where you are very empowered to make big time changes in your life, and I'm not surprised, because you have your total lunar eclipse, the Leo full moon, on like the 20th, 21st, just depending on where you live in the world. So Leo, this is a powerful, auspicious time for you to make these changes that you need to make, and cut off certain people or certain habits or behaviors that are just terrible for you. And it. Like, this is not surprise, but here's your guides really calling you out on it and saying, listen, Leo, I hear you. I'm guiding you. However, you've got to work with me, and what needs to change. What needs to happen here. So, but it's like the message before things are too late. You know what I mean? Like, hey, come on, it's time to wake up. This isn't good for you, but if this goes on for too much longer, you're really going to regret it. It's time to cut it off, cut it out, and allow yourself to elevate into the new. And when I say elevate, if you're elevating, it's always going to be a better experience, better people, better connections, better job, better everything. So even though you're familiar with this vibration, trust me when I say cut off whatever needs to go so you can rise, because everything here is 10 times better than here. I promise you that. Okay, let's pull you some advice, Leo. All right, change your lifestyle. Oh my gosh. You know, I love it when spirit is just so synchronistic like this, and it's like boom, boom, boom. I know, like, I'm kind of coming at you heavy and hard in this reading, but that's how I feel it, like very aggressively, like, come on, we've got to do this, and we've got to do it now. So, change your lifestyle. Nurture your body through communion with nature and strengthen your spirit with laughter. Engage in mindful exercises like Tai Chi. Address discomfort before it's too late. Oh my gosh. Address discomfort before it's too late. And I just told you, Leo, that this is like the now. Come on, come on, before things are really bad. And it says it right here before I even pulled the card. So Leo, seriously, hear me. Whatever needs to change, change it. That's your only block. You have nothing to fear by letting go what's negative and what holds you back in your life, because you're only going to rise. So let me pull you another card here. All right. So this is the artwork, and you guys have a practice, which is a cultivation card, unconditional love. And I kind of feel like this unconditional love is more for yourself, but I will read this to you. To love means to cherish, to be compassionate, to be of service, to be tolerant, and to be wise. Unconditional love is free-flowing, positive energy. You can only feel this love by expressing it. The more you give your love unconditionally, the more your heart is able to connect with this pure, nurturing, universal force. Love is the true essence that sustains lives. So Leo, this here I really feel is about you, and this, you know, Buddha holding the baby is the way you need to nurture yourself for all of January. You know, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, nourish, 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 nourish in every possible way. Ask Spirit, what do I need to nourish myself? What do I need to cut off, cut out, okay? Because Spirit will show you the way. Like, this is your wake-up call. It's time to make a big-time change. And with that Leo full moon total lunar eclipse, that is the energy that's going to just give you the push you need, okay? So, Leo, those are your messages for January. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.